Have you ever stopped to think how much can change in just 72 hours? Perhaps you've been conditioned to believe that transformation takes years of hard work. But what if I told you that's not true? What if I could show you how a single decision, coupled with 3 days of intentional focus, could completely shift your reality? Would you be willing to give yourself that chance? We live in a world that's constantly telling us to wait, to be patient, to let things unfold slowly. But what if the life you've dreamed of has been waiting for you all along, simply hidden behind a veil of doubt and hesitation? You don't need years to uncover it. You only need a moment of clarity and the willingness to commit to a new way of thinking. I am here to tell you that your life is not the product of chance, but of choice. The secret lies in harnessing the energy within you and directing it with intention. Over the next 72 hours, you can learn to align your thoughts, feelings, and actions in such a way that the results are nothing short of miraculous. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to step into a version of yourself you've only dreamed of? Are you ready to release the old, embrace the new, and see your reality shift in ways you never imagined? If you are, then I invite you to listen closely, because in just 3 days you can begin a transformation that will last a lifetime. The human mind is the most potent tool ever known, capable of shaping realities, creating miracles, and bending circumstances to its will. Yet for many it remains untapped, scattered across a sea of distractions, doubts, and fleeting desires. To harness the power of your mind, you must bring it to a singular point of focus. Focus is the ignition that turns potential into reality, the lens that magnifies intent into results. When the mind is focused, it becomes like a beam of concentrated light, cutting through the chaos of life and illuminating the path to your desires. Consider this: a magnifying glass, when held under the sun, can ignite fire only when the light is focused. The same is true for the mind. Without focus, your energy is dispersed, your efforts lack precision. But with focus, every thought, feeling, and action aligns toward a single goal, creating an unstoppable momentum. To begin, you must strip away the noise that clutters your mental space. Think of your mind as a garden. If left unattended, weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity take root, choking the life out of your aspirations. For the next 72 hours, you must become the vigilant gardener, removing anything that doesn't serve your ultimate goal. This might mean turning off distractions, saying no to unnecessary commitments, or stepping away from environments that drain your energy. Every moment of focus matters, and every moment of distraction takes you further from the transformation you seek. It's not just about eliminating distractions, it's about cultivating clarity. A focused mind knows what it wants with absolute certainty. You cannot be vague in your desires. If you aim for a better life, what does that mean? Better health, more wealth, deeper relationships. The universe responds to specificity, not ambiguity. Decide exactly what you want to achieve in these 72 hours and crystallize that vision in your mind. See it, feel it, and make it so vivid that it becomes as real in your mind as it will be in your life. But focus is more than just a mental exercise, it is a discipline. Your mind will wander. Old habits will try to reclaim their hold. In those moments, you must gently but firmly bring your attention back to your intention. Remind yourself why you started. Focus requires a commitment, a promise to yourself that no matter what distractions arise, you will return to the goal you have set. This discipline strengthens your mental muscles and builds the foundation for long-lasting transformation. One of the greatest secrets of the focused mind is its ability to unlock creative solutions and opportunities that previously seemed invisible. When you channel your thoughts in one direction, the mind begins to filter out irrelevant information and zero in on what matters most. This phenomenon, known as selective attention, is the reason why a focused mind accomplishes more in 72 hours than a scattered mind does in months. It's not that opportunities didn't exist before, it's that you were too distracted to notice them. As you focus, you will encounter resistance both from within and from the world around you. Doubts may surface, and circumstances may challenge you. These are not signs of failure, they are the tests of focus. The mind, when steadfast, can transmute resistance into growth. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to deepen your resolve, to sharpen your clarity, and to strengthen your belief in the inevitable outcome. The key to sustaining focus lies in aligning your emotions with your vision. A focused mind is not merely about thinking, it is about feeling. When you infuse your thoughts with the emotions of certainty, gratitude, and joy, you create a magnetic force that draws your desires closer to you. Emotion is the glue that binds your focus to your reality. Without it, your thoughts remain passive. With it, they become active creators of your experience. For the next 72 hours, let your focus be unwavering. Guard your thoughts as if they were treasures, because they are. Let your mind rest only on the vision you have chosen to bring to life. And as you do, you will witness a shift, not only in your circumstances, but in yourself. You will realize the boundless power of a mind that knows its purpose and refuses to stray from its path. Our inner beliefs are the invisible architects of our reality. They are the foundational thoughts and convictions that shape every aspect of our lives, often operating beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. To initiate profound change within 72 hours, it is essential to examine and transform these inner beliefs. This process is not merely about positive thinking, it is about fundamentally altering the very framework through which you perceive yourself and the world around you. Beliefs are powerful because they create the lens through which you interpret every experience. If you believe you are capable and deserving of success, you will naturally seek out and seize opportunities that align with that belief. Conversely, if you harbor doubts about your worth or abilities, you may unconsciously sabotage your efforts, allowing limitations to define your reality. The first step in shifting inner beliefs is to become acutely aware of the thoughts that dominate your mind. This requires honest introspection and a willingness to confront the narratives you have long accepted as truth. Once you have identified limiting beliefs, the next step is to dismantle them. This involves questioning their validity and origins. Often these beliefs are inherited from past experiences, societal expectations, or external influences that no longer serve your highest good. By challenging these outdated or false convictions, you create space for new, empowering beliefs to take root. This process is akin to clearing out old, dead wood to allow fresh growth in a garden. It requires patience, persistence, and a commitment to nurturing the seeds of your new reality. Replacing old beliefs with new ones is not an instantaneous process. It demands consistent effort and reinforcement. Affirmations play a crucial role in this transformation. By regularly repeating positive statements that reflect your desired state, you begin to rewire your subconscious mind. These affirmations should be specific, present tense declarations that resonate deeply with your true aspirations. For example, instead of saying, "I will be successful," you might affirm, "I am confidently achieving my goals and embracing success in every area of my life." This practice helps to solidify your new beliefs, making them an integral part of your identity. Visualization is another powerful tool in shifting inner beliefs. By vividly imagining yourself embodying the qualities and circumstances you desire, you create a mental blueprint that your subconscious mind can follow. This visualization should be detailed and immersive, engaging all your senses to make the experience as real as possible. Picture not only the end result, but also the journey you will undertake to reach it. Feel the emotions associated with your success, the sense of accomplishment, and the satisfaction of overcoming challenges. This emotional engagement reinforces your new beliefs, making them more resilient and enduring. In addition to affirmations and visualization, it is important to surround yourself with positive influences that support your new beliefs. This includes the people you interact with, the media you consume, and the environments you inhabit. Seek out relationships and communities that uplift and inspire you, and distance yourself from those that perpetuate negativity or doubt. By immersing yourself in a supportive atmosphere, you reinforce your commitment to your new beliefs and make it easier to maintain them over time. Another crucial aspect of shifting inner beliefs is taking aligned actions. Your actions should reflect and reinforce your new convictions, creating a harmonious alignment between your thoughts and behaviors. This means making choices that are consistent with your desired reality, even when it feels uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Each step you take towards your goal serves as a tangible manifestation of your transformed beliefs, further solidifying their place in your psyche. This alignment between belief and action accelerates the process of change, making it more likely that your new reality will manifest within the 72-hour window. Finally, it is important to cultivate patience and self-compassion throughout this transformative process. Shifting inner beliefs is a deeply personal journey that may uncover old wounds and require significant emotional work. Acknowledge your progress, celebrate your victories, and be gentle with yourself when setbacks occur. Remember that true change takes time, and each moment of growth brings you closer to the life you envision. By approaching this process with kindness and persistence, you empower yourself to overcome any obstacles and fully embrace the new beliefs that will transform your life. Clarity and vision is the cornerstone of any transformation. Without it, your efforts lack direction and your energy becomes dispersed. A clear vision serves as your guiding light, a compass that steers you toward your goals with precision and purpose. In these 72 hours, clarity will be your most valuable asset, for it provides the foundation upon which all meaningful change is built. To achieve clarity, you must first define what it is you truly desire, not in vague or general terms, but with absolute specificity. The process of gaining clarity begins with introspection. What do you want to achieve? What does success look and feel like to you? These questions may seem simple, but they often require deep contemplation to answer fully. It's not enough to wish for happiness, abundance, or freedom. You must detail the exact nature of these desires. If it's happiness, what does that entail? If it's abundance, in what form does it manifest? Clarity is about removing ambiguity and replacing it with sharp, vivid understanding. Once you have defined your vision, it is essential to internalize it. This means more than just thinking about what you want. It requires seeing it as already real. In your mind's eye, craft a mental image of your desired outcome. Imagine it in vivid detail, using all your senses to bring it to life. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the textures, and experience the emotions that accompany your vision. The more specific and immersive this image is, the more powerfully it will resonate within you. It becomes not just a goal, but a living, breathing reality in your mind. Clarity also requires alignment between your desires and your values. Ask yourself why you want what you want. Is it a genuine expression of your innermost self, or is it influenced by external pressures and expectations? When your vision is aligned with your core values, it becomes easier to sustain the focus and energy needed to bring it to life. Misaligned desires, on the other hand, often lead to frustration and burnout, as they lack the authenticity needed to drive long-term commitment. As you work toward clarity, be aware of the obstacles that may cloud your vision. These can take many forms: doubts, fears, conflicting desires, or limiting beliefs. Each of these acts as a layer of fog, obscuring your path and weakening your resolve. To clear this fog, you must confront these obstacles head-on. Acknowledge their presence, understand their origins, and consciously choose to let them go. This process requires honesty and courage, but the reward is a vision that is free from distortion and distraction. Journaling can be a powerful tool in achieving clarity. Writing down your thoughts and aspirations helps to organize and solidify them. As you put pen to paper, you may find that vague ideas become clearer, and hidden desires emerge into consciousness. Use your journal to outline your vision in detail, noting not only what you want, but also why it matters to you, and how it aligns with your overall purpose. Revisit and refine this vision as needed, allowing it to evolve as you gain deeper insights. In addition to internal clarity, it is important to articulate your vision externally. Speak it aloud, share it with trusted confidants, or even create visual representations such as vision boards. By externalizing your vision, you give it form and substance, anchoring it more firmly in reality. This process also helps to hold you accountable, as your spoken or visualized commitments serve as reminders of the path you have chosen. Clarity in vision does not mean rigidity. While the essence of your desire should remain steadfast, the path to achieving it may evolve. Be open to new possibilities and opportunities that align with your vision, even if they appear in unexpected forms. Flexibility within the framework will shift in your life. You must not merely wait for change to happen, you must embody it in the present moment. This is the essence of true transformation, becoming, here and now, the person you aspire to be. Change does not begin when external circumstances align with your desires. It begins the moment you decide to live in alignment with your vision, regardless of what the outer world reflects. Embodying change requires a deep understanding that your external reality is a mirror of your internal state. If you wish to see transformation in your circumstances, you must first transform how you think, feel, and act. This begins with adopting the mindset and emotions of the person who already possesses what you desire. Ask yourself, how would that version of you think? How would they carry themselves? What decisions would they make? The answers to these questions will guide your actions and thoughts in the present, bridging the gap between who you are and who you wish to become. This process demands a deliberate shift in focus. Rather than dwelling on what is missing or what you hope to achieve, focus on what it feels like to have already achieved it. If your goal is financial abundance, embody the feelings of security, freedom, and gratitude that come with financial prosperity. If your vision involves a loving relationship, embody the joy, peace, and confidence that such a connection would bring. By aligning your emotional state with your desired outcome, you begin to resonate at the frequency of your goals, drawing them into your reality with greater ease. Embodying the change now also means making practical adjustments in your daily life. Consider how the person you aspire to be would structure their day. What habits would they cultivate? What activities would they prioritize? Begin implementing these habits and behaviors immediately, even if they feel unfamiliar or uncomfortable at first. For example, if your vision involves becoming a healthier version of yourself, start making choices that reflect that reality today, whether it's preparing nourishing meals, exercising regularly, or adopting a positive mindset toward your body. Your self-concept is a critical factor in this process. To embody change, you must see yourself as the person you desire to become. This means releasing any lingering doubts, insecurities, or limiting beliefs that contradict your vision. Self-concept is not just about affirming new beliefs, but living them. If you aspire to be confident, speak and act with confidence now, even if it feels like you're stepping into unfamiliar territory. Over time, these actions will become second nature, reinforcing your new identity and making it an integral part of who you are. Visualization is an invaluable tool in embodying change. Close your eyes and picture yourself as the person you wish to be. See yourself walking, talking, and interacting with others in alignment with your goals. Feel the emotions associated with this vision as vividly as possible. This mental rehearsal conditions your subconscious mind to accept your new identity, making it easier to act in alignment with it in your waking life. Practice this exercise daily, allowing your vision to become more real with each session. In addition to visualizing and acting in alignment with your goals, it is essential to surround yourself with environments and influences that support your transformation. Your surroundings have a powerful impact on your state of being, so seek out spaces, people, and experiences that reflect the reality you wish to embody. This might mean decluttering your home to create a sense of order and calm, spending time with individuals who inspire and uplift you, or immersing yourself in activities that align with your vision. Finally, embodying change requires consistency. It's not enough to occasionally step into the role of your desired self. You must commit to living as that person every day. This commitment might feel challenging at first, especially if your current circumstances seem to contradict your vision. However, persistence is key. Each time you choose to embody your new identity, you strengthen the neural pathways that support it, making it easier to maintain over time. With each passing moment, you solidify your connection to the reality you wish to create until it becomes indistinguishable from the life you live. Distractions are the silent saboteurs of transformation. They creep in unnoticed, steal your focus, and dissipate the energy needed to create meaningful change. To bring about a significant shift in your life within 72 hours, eliminating distractions is not optional, it is essential. When you strip away the noise and clutter, you create space for clarity, focus, and purposeful action. This deliberate pruning of distractions allows your full potential to emerge. The first step in eliminating distractions is to identify them. Distractions are not always obvious. They often masquerade as seemingly harmless habits or obligations, such as excessive social media use, unnecessary multitasking, or even certain relationships that drain your energy. Take a moment to examine your daily life and ask yourself what activities or influences pull me away from my goals. What patterns or behaviors keep me in a cycle of inaction? Awareness is the key to breaking free from these hidden diversions. Once you have identified your distractions, it's time to establish boundaries. Boundaries are the protective walls that safeguard your focus and energy. This might mean setting limits on screen time, creating designated periods for deep work, or learning to say no to commitments that do not align with your priorities. Boundaries are not about deprivation, they are about prioritization. By saying no to distractions, you are saying yes to the life you wish to create. Physical and mental environments play a crucial role in minimizing distractions. A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind, so take the time to organize your surroundings. Clear your workspace, tidy your home, and create an environment that fosters concentration and creativity. Similarly, pay attention to your mental environment. Are your thoughts scattered and unfocused? Practice mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing to bring yourself into the present moment. A calm and centered mind is far less specific tasks and time blocks dedicated to your most important goals. When you know exactly what needs to be done and when, it becomes easier to stay focused and resist the pull of distractions. Energy management is equally important in this process. Distractions are most tempting when your energy is low and your willpower is depleted. Pay attention to your physical well-being, get enough sleep, eat nourishing foods, and stay hydrated. Exercise regularly to keep your body and mind sharp. When your energy levels are high, you are naturally more resistant to distractions and more capable of sustained focus. Distractions often have an emotional component. Sometimes we seek out distractions as a way to avoid discomfort, fear, or uncertainty. Addressing these underlying emotions is critical. If you find yourself drawn to distractions as a form of escape, ask yourself what you are trying to avoid. Acknowledge and confront these feelings with compassion, and remind yourself of the greater purpose behind your efforts. By facing your emotions head-on, you strip distractions of their power. Finally, cultivate an unwavering commitment to your goals. Distractions lose their allure when you are deeply connected to your vision and purpose. Remind yourself regularly of what you are working toward and why it matters. Visualize the life you are creating, and let that vision fuel your determination. With a strong sense of purpose, distractions become insignificant, mere background noise against the symphony of your focused intent. Eliminating distractions is not about perfection, it is about progress. Each small step you take to reduce distractions strengthens your ability to concentrate and act with intention. As you master this skill, you reclaim your time, energy, and focus, channeling them toward the fulfillment of your vision. In doing so, you create a clear and unobstructed path to transformation. Repetition of affirmations is one of the most powerful tools for reprogramming the mind and aligning your subconscious with your desired reality. Affirmations act as seeds planted in the fertile soil of your mind, growing stronger and more vibrant with every repetition. Through consistent practice, they can override limiting beliefs, dismantle self-doubt, and establish a foundation of confidence and clarity. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to reshape the subconscious. The subconscious mind is a vast reservoir of beliefs and patterns, many of which were formed in childhood or through repeated exposure to certain ideas. These beliefs dictate much of your behavior, decisions, and perception of reality. By repeating affirmations, you introduce new, empowering ideas into this internal narrative, replacing old, limiting beliefs with thoughts that align with your desired life. Repetition is critical because the subconscious learns through consistency and emotion. Just as habits are formed through repeated actions, beliefs are solidified through repeated thoughts. When you affirm something consistently, especially with conviction and feeling, the subconscious begins to accept it as truth. For example, if you consistently affirm, "I am worthy of success," your subconscious gradually integrates this belief, influencing your actions, decisions, and the opportunities you attract. It is essential to craft affirmations that resonate deeply with your goals and aspirations. Vague or generic affirmations may lack the emotional connection needed to impact your subconscious. Be specific, positive, and present tense in your affirmations. Instead of saying, "I will be confident," affirm, "I am confident and capable in all that I do." This framing reinforces the idea that the transformation is already happening, anchoring your mind in the present reality of your desired outcome. Emotions play a vital role in the effectiveness of affirmations. Repeating words mechanically or without feeling diminishes their impact. The subconscious responds most powerfully to affirmations that are infused with genuine emotion. When you repeat an affirmation, feel the truth of it in every fiber of your being. Visualize the outcome as if it has already occurred, and allow yourself to experience the joy, relief, or excitement associated with that reality. This emotional charge amplifies the affirmation's power, making it more effective in shaping your subconscious. Consistency in practice is equally important. The mind thrives on routine, and affirmations are no exception. Set aside dedicated time each day to repeat your affirmations, whether in the morning, before bed, or during moments of quiet reflection. Repeating affirmations throughout the day, especially in response to negative thoughts or self-doubt, helps to counteract old patterns and reinforce new ones. The more frequently you repeat affirmations, the more quickly they become embedded in your subconscious. Incorporating affirmations into your daily life can be done in a variety of ways. You might repeat them silently or aloud during meditation, write them in a journal, or display them in places where you will see them frequently, such as on a mirror, desk, or phone screen. Hearing or seeing these affirmations regularly reinforces their presence in your mind, creating a steady rhythm of positivity and self-belief. As you repeat affirmations, it is natural for resistance or doubt to arise, particularly if the affirmation contradicts a deeply ingrained belief. Recognize this resistance as a sign that transformation is occurring. Instead of pushing the doubt away, acknowledge it with compassion and reaffirm your chosen statement. Over time, the repetition of affirmations will dissolve these doubts, replacing them with a new sense of certainty and empowerment. Affirmations are most effective when combined with inspired action. While repeating positive statements is a powerful practice, it must be accompanied by steps that align with your goals. If you affirm, "I am financially abundant," but continue to make choices that contradict this belief, the affirmation loses its power. By taking actions that reflect your affirmations, you reinforce their truth and accelerate their manifestation. Ultimately, repetition of affirmations is not just about changing your thoughts, it is about transforming your identity. As you affirm your desired qualities, achievements, and experiences, you begin to embody them. You shift from merely wanting change to living it, from hoping for success to claiming it as your reality. With each repetition, you are not just speaking words, you are rewriting the script of your life, word by word, thought by thought, into the vision you hold within. Taking aligned actions bridges the gap between intention and manifestation. It is not enough to dream, affirm, or visualize the life you desire. You must back those desires with purposeful and congruent actions. Aligned actions are not just any steps taken toward a goal. They are deliberate, thoughtful, and in harmony with the vision you seek to bring to life. These actions signal to the universe, and more important, to your subconscious, that you are committed to your desired reality. To take aligned action, the first step is clarity. When your vision is clear and specific, the actions needed to achieve it naturally come into focus. If you desire financial freedom, what does that look like for you? Is it starting a business, learning new skills, or managing your resources better? When you define your destination with precision, the path becomes more evident. This clarity ensures that your efforts are directed, purposeful, and avoid the aimless busyness that often masquerades as productivity. Aligned actions require courage and decisiveness. The journey toward change often involves stepping out of your comfort zone, facing fears, and embracing the unknown. These moments of discomfort are where true transformation occurs. For example, if your goal is to establish meaningful relationships, aligned actions might include reaching out to new people, opening up emotionally, or even letting go of past connections that no longer serve you. Each step taken with courage reinforces your commitment to your vision. An essential element of aligned action is consistency. Small, consistent steps create momentum, which is the lifeblood of transformation. The mind and body respond positively to routine and repetition, building habits that support your goals. Instead of overwhelming yourself with grand gestures or sporadic efforts, focus on creating a steady rhythm of progress. If you seek better health, for instance, commit to small, daily actions such as preparing nutritious meals, moving your body, or practicing mindfulness. These incremental changes compound over time, producing significant results. Equally important is ensuring that your actions are inspired. Inspired actions arise from intuition, excitement, or a deep sense of alignment with your goals. They feel natural and fulfilling rather than forced or draining. Pay attention to the intuitive nudges that guide you toward opportunities or solutions. When you act from this place of inspiration, your efforts carry an energy that magnifies their effectiveness. Inspiration often strikes when you are immersed in your vision through visualization, meditation, or moments of quiet reflection. Flexibility is another cornerstone of aligned actions. The path to your goals may not unfold exactly as you envision, and obstacles are inevitable. Flexibility allows you to adapt, pivot, and refine your approach without losing sight of your destination. For instance, if one strategy for growing your business does not yield the desired results, aligned action involves evaluating what went wrong, learning from it, and trying a different approach. Flexibility ensures that you remain in motion, even when faced with challenges. Aligned actions are deeply rooted in authenticity. They reflect not only what you want, but also who you are at your core. Actions taken out of obligation, fear, or the desire to please others often lead to frustration or burnout. Conversely, actions aligned with your values, passions, and true self feel empowering and sustainable. For example, if your goal is to achieve professional success, choose paths that resonate with your skills, interests, and personal mission rather than chasing superficial markers of success. Accountability plays a crucial role in maintaining aligned actions. When you hold yourself accountable for your progress, you create a sense of responsibility that drives you forward. This accountability can take many forms: setting deadlines, tracking milestones, or sharing your goals with a trusted friend or mentor. External support systems can also provide encouragement and perspective, helping you stay on track even when motivation wanes. Taking aligned actions involves an ongoing dialogue between intention and execution. Regularly evaluate whether your actions are bringing you closer to your goals. Are they consistent with the vision you have affirmed? Are they driven by clarity and inspiration? This self-reflection ensures that your efforts remain focused and effective, rather than veering off course. Aligned actions are the physical expression of your inner transformation. They anchor your dreams in reality and create the tangible changes that reflect the shifts occurring within. As you take these actions, you embody the person you aspire to become, demonstrating to yourself and the world that you are not merely wishing for change, you are actively creating it. Every step taken with intention and alignment amplifies your power to manifest the extraordinary. In just 72 hours, the foundation for profound transformation can be laid. Through focused intention, clarity of vision, aligned actions, and the persistent repetition of affirmations, you hold the key to reshaping your life. Every moment you commit to these principles strengthens your connection to the reality you wish to create. By shifting your inner beliefs, embodying the change, and eliminating distractions, you accelerate your journey toward the extraordinary. You have within you an untapped reservoir of power, waiting to be directed with purpose. This is not merely about changing your circumstances, but about awakening the version of yourself capable of achieving everything you desire. Remember, transformation begins the moment you decide to take responsibility for your reality. Your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are the tools with which you craft your future. The next 72 hours can be the catalyst for a life of abundance, joy, and fulfillment. trust in your ability to align your inner and outer worlds, and the results will follow. Thank you for investing your time and energy in this journey of self-discovery and transformation. Your willingness to explore new ideas and take action toward your goals is a testament to your potential for greatness. I am grateful for the opportunity to share this with you and hope you carry these insights forward, creating the life you envision. Here's to the beginning of your transformation. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, there exists within each of us a power so profound, so limitless, that to grasp its full potential requires us to go beyond the boundaries of reason. The challenge, however, lies in this: how do we hold faith in something unseen when every logical fiber of our being shouts, it cannot be? Belief, my friends, is not tethered to the logic of this world. Belief is the bridge between what is and what can be. The secret to wielding this power lies in your ability to turn a blind eye to what your senses insist is real, and to cultivate within your mind a reality so vivid, so complete, that the world has no choice but to bow to it. To detach from current reality is not to deny its existence, but to liberate yourself from its dominion over your mind. The world around you, as you see it, is not fixed or permanent. It is a reflection of your past thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. What appears immovable today is merely the residue of yesterday's imagination. And yet so many of us cling tightly to this reflection, as though it is all there ever can be. The greatest barrier to creating a new reality is the belief that the one you currently inhabit is unchangeable. This attachment binds your thoughts to what your senses perceive. But here's the truth: your senses lie. They report on what is, not what could be. They anchor you in the visible and distract you from the invisible forces at play, the forces that shape your destiny. To detach from current reality is to break free from this illusion and to step boldly into the realm of possibility. Consider the lives of great visionaries. Were they not faced with circumstances that seemed impossible? The entrepreneur building a business in the face of bankruptcy, the athlete training for victory after countless defeats, the dreamer pursuing love, art, or science despite repeated failures, none of these individuals allowed their present circumstances to dictate their future. They refused to accept their reality as final, and in doing so, they rewrote it. You too have this power. But first, you must stop feeding your energy to the things you wish to change. Think about it: if you continuously focus on what you don't want, on the challenges and obstacles in front of you, you'll only amplify them. Detachment means shifting your focus away from what is lacking and toward what you desire to create. It is not ignorance, it is empowerment. Imagine yourself as an artist standing before a blank canvas. The colors and shapes of the past are irrelevant now. The only thing that matters is the masterpiece you are about to paint. Your reality is this canvas, and your thoughts and beliefs are the brushstrokes. To detach from current reality is to pick up the brush with intention and refuse to be bound by the smudges of the past. But how, you may ask? How can I ignore what's right in front of me? The answer lies in where you direct your inner attention. Detachment begins with the realization that you are not your circumstances. You are not your failures, your struggles, or even your successes. You are the awareness behind them, the creator of them. When you step into this understanding, you realize that your circumstances are malleable. They are not chains, they are clay, waiting for you to mold them. Detachment is an act of courage. It requires you to look at the storms of life and declare, "This does not define me." It demands that you believe in the unseen more than the seen. It is not about pretending your challenges don't exist, but about refusing to let them control your narrative. This mindset is not about blind optimism, it is about deliberate focus. Start by recognizing the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Instead of dwelling on the frustration or the whiny narrative, ask yourself, what do I truly want? What would this situation look like if it were resolved? The moment you shift from problem thinking to possibility thinking, you begin the process of detachment. Detaching from current reality also means releasing the need for validation. You don't need the world to agree with your vision before you pursue it. If you wait for permission, you'll wait forever. Stop seeking proof in the external world and find it within yourself. Your inner conviction is the only evidence you need. Think of a seed buried in the earth. It does not concern itself with the darkness that surrounds it. It does not doubt its ability to grow simply because it cannot see the sunlight. The seed trusts the process, knowing that it carries within itself all it needs to flourish. You are no different. Your dreams, your desires, they are seeds waiting to break through the soil of your current reality. Finally, detachment does not mean inaction. On the contrary, it frees you to take inspired action without being paralyzed by fear of failure. When you detach from the need to see instant results, you allow yourself to move forward with faith and purpose. Your current reality is not your prison, it is your launch pad. Detach from it. Believe beyond it. Create anew. The world is waiting for the version of you that refuses to be bound by what is and dares to envision what could be. Defining your desired state is the foundation upon which all transformation is built. It is the act of claiming your purpose with clarity and conviction, for you cannot manifest what you cannot first articulate. The mind is a powerful instrument, but without direction, it wanders aimlessly, reacting to circumstances rather than creating them. To define your desired state is to give your mind a destination, a target that aligns your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Why is this step so critical? Because ambiguity breeds stagnation. Many people move through life with vague desires, I want to be happy, or I want to be successful. While these sentiments are well-intentioned, they lack specificity. What does happiness look like for you? How will you know when you've achieved success? Without clear parameters, your dreams remain distant and undefined, like trying to navigate a ship without a map. Imagine a sculptor approaching a block of marble. Without a vision of what they wish to create, they might chip away aimlessly, resulting in a shapeless mass. But when they approach with a clear image in their mind, a statue, a form, a masterpiece, they work with precision and purpose. You must be that sculptor in your own life. Start by asking yourself the big questions. What do I truly desire? What kind of life do I want to live? What experiences, relationships, and achievements will bring me joy and fulfillment? Do not be afraid to dream boldly. Too often we limit ourselves by imagining only what seems reasonable or possible, but the very act of defining your desired state requires you to think beyond the constraints of your current reality. Once you've envisioned your goal, bring it into vivid focus. Don't just think about it, immerse yourself in it. What does your desired state look like? Where are you? Who are you with? How do you feel? The clearer the image in your mind, the stronger its pull on your reality. Clarity ignites the subconscious, turning your vision into a blueprint that guides your every thought and action. Writing your vision down can amplify this process. Take a notebook or a journal and describe your desired state in detail, as though it were already your reality. For example, instead of writing, I want a better job, write, I am thriving in a fulfilling career that allows me to express my talents, earn abundantly, and grow continuously. This level of specificity transforms a vague wish into a tangible target. Remember, your desired state should resonate deeply with you. It is not about what others expect of you or what society deems valuable. This is your vision, your life. Let it reflect your truest desires, not someone else's. When your goal aligns with your authentic self, it ignites a fire within you that cannot be extinguished. However, defining your desired state is not just about identifying external achievements. It is equally about the inner transformation that accompanies them. Who must you become to embody your vision? If your desired state includes financial abundance, ask yourself, what habits, mindsets, and beliefs must I adopt to attract wealth? If you dream of a loving relationship, consider, how can I cultivate the qualities within myself that align with such a partnership? Your desired state must also inspire you. It should be so compelling that it pulls you forward, even when challenges arise. A strong vision acts as an anchor in turbulent times. It reminds you why you started and keeps you moving when doubts and fears threaten to derail you. To define your desired state, you must also let go of the fear of judgment. The world will always have opinions about what you should want or pursue, but their opinions are not your truth. Give yourself permission to dream without limits, without guilt, without apology. Your vision does not need to be practical to anyone but you. Finally, defining your desired state is a practice, not a one-time event. Revisit your vision regularly. Refine it as you grow, as your priorities evolve, and as new possibilities emerge. The clearer and more aligned your vision becomes, the more powerful it will be. This process is an act of self-empowerment. By defining your desired state, you claim your role as the creator of your life. You no longer wait for opportunities to come to you. You command them with the force of your clarity and the strength of your belief. This is where transformation begins. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled is to step boldly into the realm of infinite possibility. It is to take hold of your desires not as distant dreams, but as present realities that live and breathe within you now. This is not a mere exercise in imagination. It is the key to unlocking the power of creation within you. All creation begins with feeling. The mind conceives the idea, but it is emotion that breathes life into it. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you communicate directly with the deeper, subconscious layers of your being. The subconscious does not question, it accepts. It does not analyze, it creates. By consistently dwelling in the emotional state of your desired outcome, you reprogram your subconscious mind to bring that outcome into existence. But how do you assume the feeling of something that hasn't yet materialized? Begin by understanding that your feelings are not bound to external circumstances. They are self-generated, born from the thoughts and images you hold in your mind. Even if your outer world contradicts your vision, you have the power to generate the emotions associated with that vision as if it were already true. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself living your dream. See it in detail, hear the sounds, smell the scents, feel the textures. Let the scene unfold in your mind as if it were happening right now. Most importantly, ask yourself, how would I feel if this were my reality? Would you feel joy, gratitude, confidence, peace? Identify the emotions and then allow yourself to dwell in them. Let them saturate your entire being. The beauty of this practice is that it aligns you energetically with your desire. When you feel as though your wish is already fulfilled, you emit a vibration that attracts people, opportunities, and circumstances that align with that feeling. This is not magic, it is the natural law of resonance. Just as a tuning fork causes another to vibrate at the same frequency, your emotions draw experiences that match their energy. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled requires persistence. It is easy to feel joyful and grateful for a few moments, but the real work begins when doubts and fears arise. The logical mind will try to remind you of all the reasons your desire is impossible. The outer world may throw challenges in your path. In these moments, it is vital to hold onto your feeling. Treat it as your inner sanctuary, a place where external circumstances cannot intrude. Do not underestimate the power of small, consistent moments of practice. Begin and end your day by immersing yourself in the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Take a few minutes to sit quietly, close your eyes, and live in your desired state. During the day, whenever you find yourself doubting or slipping into negativity, pause and return to this feeling. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and you will find yourself dwelling in your new reality more than in the old one. Assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled also requires faith in the unseen, faith in the process, and faith in yourself. You may not know how your vision will come to pass, and that is okay. It is not your job to figure out the how. Your role is to align your inner world with your desire, to feel it deeply and sincerely, and to trust that the outer world will rearrange itself to match. When you embody the feeling of your fulfilled desire, you begin to think, speak, and act as though your dream is already yours. This shift in behavior creates a powerful ripple effect. You start making decisions from a place of abundance rather than lack, confidence rather than fear, love rather than doubt. These actions, in turn, reinforce your belief, creating a cycle that propels you closer to your goal. This practice is not about pretending or fooling yourself. It is about stepping into the truth of who you are, a creator, a visionary, a being capable of shaping reality. The feeling is the gateway. When you dwell in the emotions of your desired state, you awaken the dormant forces within you, forces that work tirelessly to bring your vision to life. To assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled is to reclaim your power. It is to declare to the universe, this is who I am, and this is my reality. This act of conviction sets in motion an unstoppable chain of events. Through the power of your feelings, you transform the invisible into the visible, the imagined into the tangible, and the impossible into the inevitable. To manifest your desires, one of the most vital skills you must develop is the ability to ignore contradictory evidence. This means looking beyond the obstacles, doubts, and apparent failures that might surround you and holding steadfastly to the vision of what you want to create. This is not a practice of denial, it is an act of supreme faith. It is a declaration that your inner vision is more real and more powerful than the temporary conditions of the outer world. Contradictory evidence is inevitable. You will face moments when your senses scream that your dream is impossible. The bank account may show a zero balance when you are striving for abundance. The rejection letter may come when you are pursuing your dream job. The scale may not budge when you are working toward health and fitness goals. But these moments are not the end of the story. They are simply snapshots in time, reflections of old beliefs that are on their way out. Think of the oak tree, which begins its life as a tiny seed buried in darkness. At first glance, there is no evidence that the seed will ever become a towering tree. The soil hides its growth, the rains may seem harsh, and the sun might feel distant. Yet the seed does not give up because it trusts its potential. It knows that what lies within it is far greater than what surrounds it. You too are like that seed. No matter how bleak your circumstances may appear, they are no match for the power within you to grow, transform, and thrive. When faced with contradictory evidence, remind yourself that what you see is not the full picture. The universe works in mysterious ways, often rearranging events, people, and circumstances in ways you cannot immediately understand. What seems like a setback may be a setup for something greater. Trust the process. Trust that the unseen forces of creation are working behind the scenes on your behalf, even when it seems like nothing is happening. This trust, however, requires you to discipline your mind. You must resist the temptation to dwell on negativity or to allow doubt to creep in. Instead, focus on your vision with unwavering clarity. Remember that where your attention goes, energy flows. If you focus on the evidence against your dream, you empower it. But if you focus on your dream itself, you strengthen it. To ignore contradictory evidence, you must also learn to detach from the opinions of others. There will always be people who doubt you, who question your goals, who try to impose their own fears and limitations onto you. Their opinions are not your truth. You are not obligated to carry their doubts as your own. Stand firm in your belief, even if no one else sees what you see. Consider the stories of those who have achieved greatness. The inventors, the entrepreneurs, the artists, and the visionaries, almost all of them, were met with disbelief and criticism at some point. Thomas Edison was told his ideas were impractical. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't suited for television. J.K. Rowling was rejected by numerous publishers. If they had listened to the evidence against them, they would have stopped. But they ignored it. They kept going. And because of their faith and perseverance, they succeeded. You can do the same. Each time you encounter a challenge, see it as a test of your commitment. The universe is asking you, how badly do you want this? Are you willing to believe in your vision, even when it seems impossible? These tests are not meant to discourage you, they are meant to strengthen you. They are opportunities to deepen your faith and to prove to yourself that your inner power is greater than any external circumstance. Another tool to help you ignore contradictory evidence is gratitude. When you practice gratitude for what you have, you shift your focus from lack to abundance. Gratitude reminds you of the blessings that already exist in your life and opens the door for more to come. Even when things seem difficult, find anything to be thankful for. Gratitude raises your vibration and aligns you with the energy of your desires. Lastly, visualization is your ally. When the outer world contradicts your inner vision, close your eyes and return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. See yourself living the life you desire, experiencing the joy, freedom, and success you seek. Let this vision be more real to you than any temporary setback. Let it guide you like a lighthouse through the storm. Contradictory evidence is not a sign to give up. It is a call to rise above, to hold your vision even more fiercely, and to trust that what you desire is on its way. You have the power to shape your reality, no matter what the present moment may suggest. You believe in that power. Believe in yourself. To act as if is to step into the shoes of your future self and live in alignment with the reality you wish to create. It is not about pretending or playing a role. It is about embodying the qualities, behaviors, and mindset of the person who has already achieved what you desire. This is a powerful principle because it bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Acting as if signals to the universe and your subconscious mind that you are ready, willing, and capable of living the life you envision. Acting as if starts with the fundamental truth you do not need external evidence to begin living as the person you want to become. Too often, we wait for circumstances to change before we allow ourselves to feel successful, happy, or confident. But this approach puts you in a state of waiting, reinforcing the belief that your desired reality is far away. Instead, acting as if brings the future into the present. It transforms your dream into a lived experience within your mind and body, making it more tangible and achievable. Consider the energy you project when you act as if. If you desire success, how does a successful person carry themselves? What are their habits, their posture, their speech, and their attitude toward challenges? When you emulate these characteristics, you begin to shift your energy to match that of your desired state. This shift does not go unnoticed. It attracts opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with your new energy. Imagine wanting to start your dream career. Instead of thinking, I'll act confident and professional once I have the job, adopt the mindset and behaviors of someone who already has it. Dress the part, speak with confidence, and approach your work with the level of excellence you aspire to. By doing so, you create a feedback loop. The more you act as if, the more your mind and body believe it, and the more the world reflects this belief back to you. Acting as if also requires you to release fear and doubt. These emotions often arise when you step out of your comfort zone and into your vision. They may whisper, "Who are you to act this way? You're not there yet." But remember, every successful person was once a beginner. They didn't wait for external validation to act. They became the person they aspired to be long before the world acknowledged such. I think of the power of imagination. Athletes use it to visualize victory. Entrepreneurs use it to envision their businesses thriving. Musicians use it to see themselves performing on the grandest stages. But imagination is not just a tool for visualizing, it is a tool for becoming. When you act as if, you are using your imagination to rehearse success in the theater of your mind. And just as practice in sports or music improves your skills, this mental rehearsal rewires your brain to think, feel, and act like the person you want to become. Another key to acting as if is consistency. It is not enough to act as if once and then return to your old habits. You must commit to this new way of being daily. Small, intentional actions taken consistently create momentum and signal to the universe that you are serious about your transformation. Acting as if does not mean ignoring reality. It means approaching reality from a position of strength and vision. Even if your bank account doesn't yet reflect abundance, act as if you are already financially free by adopting the mindset of a responsible and generous steward of wealth. Even if your dream relationship hasn't yet materialized, act as if you are already the loving, confident, and fulfilled partner you aspire to be. This principle also works wonders in overcoming self-doubt. When you act as if, you bypass the inner critic that says, You're not good enough. You step directly into the version of yourself that already knows your worth. This practice not only changes how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. Ultimately, acting as it is about embodying your future self in the present moment. It is about living with intention, aligning your actions with your desires, and creating a reality that reflects your inner transformation. The power to change your life lies not in waiting for the right time or conditions, but in choosing, every day, to act as if you are already the person you aspire to be. Surrendering to the process is not a sign of weakness or passivity. It is an act of immense courage and trust. It means letting go of the need to control every detail, releasing the grip of impatience, and trusting that life is unfolding exactly as it should. When you surrender to the process, you step into a state of flow, allowing the natural rhythm of creation to work in harmony with your desires. In the pursuit of your dreams, there will be times when progress feels slow, obstacles appear insurmountable, and doubt begins to creep in. These moments are not signs that you should give up. They are invitations to surrender. Surrendering does not mean giving up on your goals. It means releasing the fear and resistance that block your path. It is about trusting that what is meant for you will come to you in the right time and the right way. The process of manifesting your dreams is rarely linear. There will be highs and lows, moments of clarity and confusion, steps forward and steps back. When you surrender, you embrace the journey in its entirety, knowing that every experience, whether it feels like a victory or a setback, is contributing to your growth and preparing you for your desired outcome. Imagine planting a seed. Once the seed is in the soil, you cannot dig it up every day to check if it is growing. You must trust the process. You water it, ensure it gets sunlight, and wait with patience as it germinates and grows. Similarly, the seeds of your desires need time to grow. Surrendering is like trusting that the sun will rise, that the seasons will change, and that the seed will bloom into the tree it is meant to become. One of the greatest challenges in surrendering is releasing the need to know how or when your dreams will manifest. The mind craves certainty, but life rarely offers it in the way we expect. Instead of fixating on the how, focus on the why. Why do you want what you desire? What will it bring into your life? When you align with your why, you can surrender the details and trust that the process will take care of itself. Surrendering to the process also means letting go of perfectionism. You don't need to have everything figured out or execute every step flawlessly. Growth is messy, and progress often comes in unexpected ways. Trust that even the mistakes, delays, and detours are part of the bigger picture. Each moment is a lesson, a step forward, and an opportunity to refine your vision. Faith is at the heart of surrender. Faith in yourself, faith in the process, and faith in the unseen forces that are working in your favor. When you surrender, you declare your belief that what you desire is not only possible but inevitable. This faith creates a powerful sense of peace and confidence, allowing you to release anxiety and focus on what truly matters. Surrendering also requires you to be present. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, focus on the here and now. What can you do today to move closer to your goal? What steps can you take, however small, that align with your vision? When you pour your energy into the present moment, you align yourself with the flow of life and open the door to unexpected opportunities. The act of surrender is a balancing act. It is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It is about taking inspired action while trusting the outcome. Imagine rowing a boat down a river. You must paddle to steer, but you also allow the current to carry you. Surrendering means working in harmony with the current, not fighting against it. There will be moments when surrendering feels difficult, especially when progress seems invisible. These are the times to lean into gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to abundance and reminds you of the blessings that already surround you. It reinforces your belief that good things are on their way, even if they have not yet arrived. Surrendering to the process is an act of self-love. It is a recognition that you are worthy of your dreams and that you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. It frees you from the pressure of having to control everything and allows you to experience the joy of the journey. By surrendering, you align yourself with the flow of life, trusting that every step is leading you closer to the life you desire. In the journey of manifesting your dreams, every step, whether it feels like a leap forward or a moment of stillness, matters deeply. From detaching from the grip of current reality, defining your desires with clarity, and assuming the feeling of fulfillment, to ignoring the contradictions of the outer world, acting as if, and surrendering to the process, you hold the tools to transform your life. Remember, the power to shape your reality lies within you. The visions you hold in your heart are not random, they are whispers of your potential calling you to rise. Trust in the unseen, have faith in the process, and most importantly, believe in yourself. Your dreams are waiting for you to claim them, and the universe is always conspiring in your favor. Thank you for being here today, for showing up not just in this space, but for your dreams. Your presence is a testament to your courage and commitment to growth. Take what you've heard today and turn it into action. The world needs your light, your vision, and your unique brilliance. Thank you, and may your journey forward be filled with faith, purpose, and boundless possibilities.